Hello, everyone. I just wanted to do a little review here of the last episode, the finale of Better Call Saul. I saw it the other night. I thought it was pretty good. I thought they wrote it as good as they could, and tied up a lot of loose ends. This is a spoiler containing review, everybody, so be forewarned right now. If you don't want to hear spoilers, please click away. I'm giving you 5 seconds. Don't say I didn't warn you. Alright, anyway, what happens on the show is, Saul almost kills an old lady last week, but there's a little bit of humanity left in him. And I think he was scared too. I think it's a mixture of both. So what does Saul do? He runs away. And she knows he's Saul Goodman. She recognizes him. And, this old lady is played by Carol Burnett. She does a pretty good job, too. Very good job. And anyway, he runs away, Saul, and eventually he hides in a trash can. And I was thinking when I watched this, how is he going to get out of this with a trash can? They're really, we really can't suspend our imagination that the police aren't going to look in the trash can. So it was very surprising to me, but they catch Saul. They don't do a long thing like with Walter on the lam. Walter didn't get caught, until he wanted to, until he died. Saul got caught very quickly, and I'm glad they did that, because it's not a Breaking Bad clone, it's its own show. It is Better Call Saul. And the show had its own identity. That's what I like about it. You can tell it's the same people that created Breaking Bad, but it was its own thing. It was just the right level, The thing I can think of, it's kind of like Frasier with Cheers, one of those spin-off shows that was just different enough, but stayed true enough to the character to be good. So, anyway, what happens on the show is there was Breaking Bad guest appearance, too. The first one from Marie Schrader, Hank's wife, and she did a wonderful job, she's confronting Saul Goodman, and it's kind of a tense scene, and, Saul still acts very much like Saul, and, Saul meets Walt in the episode, and he asks him questions like, what's your only regret? If you had a time machine, what would you change? And Walt couldn't wrap his mind around it, Oh, that's stupid. What do you mean a time machine? That's not possible there. Goodman, what are you talking about? And it was a very good scene, something we never saw before. And I always like those flashback scenes. They're great. And we also get to see Chuck, too, in some scenes. Chuck did a good job. The actor who played Chuck, Michael McKean, very good, very well done, I don't really have complaints about the episode at all. I think they wrapped the show up good, And I don't see where they can take these characters anymore after this, honestly. They can make a show on the Salamancas, but I don't know. It would have to be a prequel. But I don't know if people, there'd have to be a more likable character that the audiences would have to relate with, because the Salamancas are pretty bloodthirsty. Lilo perhaps would get his own show, maybe, They would probably have to humanize him a little bit more because, and I'm sure they wouldn't have difficulty doing it. They're such good writers, But the guy wasted Howard Hamlin, so it's going to be hard to make the audiences like that guy. In any event, I think I would give the finale 4.5 stars out of 5. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it, and kudos to all of them for making it different from Breaking Bad. And Kim Wexler, that actress, she does a wonderful, wonderful job on the show, and she has great chemistry, I like her better, than Skylar White. I'm not saying, the other lady that played Skylar's a bad actress. She's a great actress, but I like the character better of Kim than I liked of Skylar. But they're both wonderful actresses, and that's not a criticism at all of either of them. So, this is premier crime television. It's like a throwback to the old days. Rockford Files. That was one of the best things that used to be on TV. But this show, it's a whole new level of tense writing, good writing, and I hope Hollywood can have more shows like that instead of what else we've been seeing. These shows are addicting. You got to see them once you watch them, or at least that's the way I am. Anyway, I hope you all like my video, and I'll talk to you all later.